searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring. My whole life I just want.
A little bit about one of the baits I have been turned on to in the last year, and overall seems to be a very effective, very successful bait. Catches a lot of fish, at least for me. The lakes, the bodies of water that I fish, this is an exceptional bait. Alright guys, how's it going? It's Eastbayanglers. Today I want to talk a little bit about something a little different. I want to talk about tubes, soft plastic tubes. Now in general, I've been a big fan in the past, and I'm still a fan of the Gary Yamamoto 3-inch chub tubes. Those things are absolutely fantastic, and it's a little bit smaller, so the profile in general will catch a lot of fish, but they're pricey and they're real soft, and you go through a lot of those baits. So today I want to talk about the Strike King coffee tubes, because these are a little bit more durable. They've still got excellent action. Alright guys, so even if that water is very still, you're going to get some subtle action, some subtle movement from these tubes, and that's really important. That's key when you're fishing tubes, not sacrificing the action. Alright, so I've been fishing these Strike King coffee tubes for almost a year now, and I've got them in 3.5 and 4.5 inch in length. So I've been focusing on both of those. I've just been using the smaller baits to target spots and smallies, and the larger 4.5 inch tubes to generally go for those black. Alright guys, so I've been fishing these baits. I've been fishing them almost all year long, and I can tell you so far I've caught fish in the beginning of the year, springtime. I've been catching them in that summertime transition on the bottom, and I've been catching them in the fall shallow again. But it's really important to remember when you're rigging these Strike King coffee tubes, or any tubes for that matter, the different inserts that you put inside, whether it's a 1/8 ounce insert or a 1/4 ounce 3/8 ounce insert. Now whether that insert is a jig head standard, or if it's a jig head that stands up, so if you've got like a shaky head jig, you can kind of slide that in there and it makes that tube stand up. That's going to definitely create a bit of a different action. It's going to make that bait stand up. It's going to change the profile a bit. It's going to make that bait stand up. It's going to make that bait stand out. And as it drags and as you hop it and let it free fall, this bait's going to have a bit of a different action than that standard jig head. So I like to throw that normal jig head. I like to throw the stand-up shaky head type jig. Alright guys, so the other way I really like to rig these tubes is to put an insider jig. Now I'm fond of those, 1/4 ounce, 3/8 ounce, 5/16 ounce type size bait. Guys, for some reason, been very successful using those sizes. They're just good all around size weights to put inside your tubes the next time you go tube fishing. Okay, so don't forget there are a few other ways to rig this bait. If you want to Texas rig it with an offset wide gap Gamakatsu or owner or hook, that's going to work out. That's going to work out just fine too. And don't forget there's a few other ways you can rig this bait. You can go ahead and Texas rig it with a 1/4 ounce, 3/8 ounce bullet head on top, and Texas rig that EWG offset wide gap hook. Give yourself the best chance. Alright guys, and last but not least, we're going to talk about one more way that I fish a tube, and a lot of people I just don't see too many people do it, and it's drop shotting. Drop shotting that tube can make all the difference. Generally, post spawn all the way through the first 4 to 6 weeks of summer, this can be a really good technique. You can catch a lot of fish. Throw this bait, give it a chance. It will stand out. It will catch fish that the other baits you threw did not. I guess that's really what it's all about, guys. We're all out here trying to get the extra bite.